Hey, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to ring that bell. When you ring that bell, I'm going to give you all kinds of ideas how to stretch your food dollar. That's what today's video is all about. Because when you're vegan, you're dealing a lot with vegetables, right? Today we're dealing a lot with potatoes. Hey, potatoes, maybe $2 a pound, right? Chopped meat, maybe $4 a pound. You see the difference right away? When you cook potatoes, they kind of grow a little bit. They absorb moisture and kind of grow. When you cook meat, kind of shrinks. So vegetables are very good for stretching that food dollar. And today's recipe is awesome. We're going to bake a potato. I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. Then we're going to top it with a special sauce made from broccoli. Maybe the whole thing's $1 a serving. Wonderful food. Very healthy. And it helps you stretch your food dollar. Okay, so let's get cooking immediately. Okay, so first thing I gotta do, I gotta show you how to bake a potato. You think you know how to bake a potato? Rethink it. There's a special way to bake a potato. Okay, so first, the potato. You can buy special potatoes for baking in the store. They're beautiful, big, wonderful. They're also a little expensive. I buy the bags of potatoes, like three-pound bag for $3.99. Very cheap, but they're good potatoes. They're just a little bit odd sizes. So, you see I got this potato, I got this potato, right? They're little odd sizes, they're a little small. It's not going to be a problem. Okay, first you got to do, got to wash the potato. Wash and scrub the potato. Grows in the ground, a lot of dirt in there, a lot of insects and stuff like that, carry all kinds of germs. So wash and scrub your potatoes. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash and scrub my potatoes. Okay, so next thing I have to do is I have to puncture some holes in the potato. I usually go with eight holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why do you puncture holes in the potatoes? Because you like violence? I don't think so. Look, potatoes they got moisture in them. You put them in a hot oven. If you don't puncture a hole, there is a chance that the potato outside would seal, and inside you create pressure with the moisture turning into steam, and the potato could explode. I don't know why I'm smiling. It's happened to me. Anyway, so I puncture a potato, lets the steam out. It's a smart thing. Okay, next step. I'm going to eat this potato. I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm going to eat the skin. I'm going to eat everything. So, next thing I want to do, I want to take a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to rub the potato with it. So that when I put it in the oven to bake, the outside is going to have a nice crispiness. Woo! Gonna be wonderful. Okay, last thing we have to do, we have to consider the whole potato, the skin, everything. I'm gonna eat everything. Do I look like I ever not eat everything? Okay, so I'm eating the whole potato. And I don't like unseasoned potatoes. They're very bland. You gotta season them a little bit. Just salt. Salt's enough. Okay, I take a little salt, like maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. I sprinkle it over the potatoes. Oh, very nice. Turn the potatoes over and do the same thing. Okay, a little 1/4 teaspoon and sprinkle over the potatoes. Okay, preheated 375-degree oven. It's going to take, these size potatoes going to take about an hour. I'm going to check them 45 minutes and then set timer for another 15 minutes. It's going to be awesome. I put it right on the rack. Notice I put it right on the rack so the air can flow around it. So the potato, the outside gets a little crisp and the inside is nice and dry. Wonderful. Some people wrap their potatoes in aluminum foil. Hey, listen, that's okay. But you get a different effect. The potato actually steams in itself. And you get a much more moister potato. Bet you can't say that 3 times fast. So, this potato is going to be a little drier, which is nicer if you're going to add a sauce to it, like we're going to add, because then the potato can kind of accept the sauce. Dry potato, wet sauce, you get the picture. Okay, wonderful. Hey, let's start with the sauce. Hey, I got all these saute pans. Very good for making sauce. But my pan of choice today I'm going to use my tagine. Hey, really any pan will do. I just love my tagine. It's got a very heavy bottom. Nice to like saute vegetables. And it's got a nice lid. So any pan with a lid will do. No problem. I got tagine because I'm a chef. Chef needs a tagine. Wonderful. Okay, next thing I need to do is be concerned with the broccoli. Hey, this is a broccoli sauce. Wonderful. Now I got to take care of the broccoli. I got 6 cups of broccoli florets here. I'm going to chop them up. And then I'm going to saute them. Okay, I have this tagine on medium-low heat. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to add my broccoli. I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put a cover on it. Hey, every couple of minutes I'm going to go back to that broccoli and give it a stir. But meanwhile, I have more prep to do. I'm a busy guy. I got to cut some garlic. I love garlic. And give it a good smash. Ready? Okay. And then all the cloves of garlic come apart. Then what we want to do is, you see the stem end. That kind of keeps the skin on. You just want to cut that stem part off. Then you can smash each clove gently, a little bit, and the skin comes right off. There you go. Okay, now I got all the garlic peeled, and what I'm going to do is slice it. Okay, by making bigger pieces, when I cook that garlic, it's going to be almost sweet and not so pungent. It's going to be nice garlic flavor and a little nice pieces of garlic when you eat it. It's wonderful. And listen, now I can use a lot of garlic in the recipe. Garlic's very healthy, a lot of fiber, very good for you. Okay, look at that nice color of the broccoli. Hey, look at all that garlic. That's a lot of garlic. Don't worry about it. Get all that garlic in there. Beautiful. I just want to cook the broccoli and the garlic together for just a minute or two, just to get that nice sauteed garlic flavor. Okay, now we come to a very interesting part of this recipe. Classically, I like to take a piece of anchovy and throw it into the recipe. It's got great flavor. Anchovies are pretty good for you too. It's got some good health benefits. It's got some salt. That's why I only put a pinch of salt in the broccoli, because the anchovy is going to bring some salt to the table. Now, people who are vegan, you can do a couple of different things here. You can use miso. That'll give you the same kind of salty, interesting flavor. You can also use some Worcestershire sauce. Now, Worcestershire sauce is not vegan, but it does have the anchovy in it. But they do have vegan Worcestershire sauce, which has kind of the same flavor as regular Worcestershire sauce, but it's vegan. So there's your option. Okay, so I have this anchovy. I'm just going to use 1 anchovy fillet. Okay. I'm going to really chop this up pretty fine. I throw it right in with the broccoli. Now this is a sauce, right? So we've got to add some liquid to it. I have here 3 cups of vegetable broth. I'm going to add 2 cups like that. Woo! That looks good. Then I'm going to add my third cup. Wonderful. I put this on a low fire. I'm going to cover it. Hey, I'm going to let that cook for about 15 minutes. It's going to be delicious. Smells delicious in here. Okay, so the kitchen is really hustling and bustling. Everyone's home, ready for dinner. I gotta put this together. Watch how easy this is. This is real simple. A real money saver, and it's really simple. Here we go. Okay, check out that broccoli, right? It got reduced, it's nice and thick. I got a potato masher here. I'm just gonna nice and soft. Hey, if you got rotten teeth, this would be perfect for you. And we just kind of mash the broccoli in there. Makes like a nice sauce. Hey, remember I told you don't worry about the size and shape of the potatoes? I'm gonna fix that problem right now. I promise you. Okay, check these out. I got one potato that's long and a little skinny. I got one potato that's short and fat. Hey, it's like life, you know what I mean? Okay, so all you do is take one end of each potato, cut off, about a half an inch or so, a quarter of an inch. Okay, you know what you do then? Put it together on a plate like that. And then you can cut the potatoes in half, but not all the way through. Hey, give them a squeeze like that. Open them up a little bit. Woo! Look at that. Right on top of the potato. That's wonderful. Hey, I got two things I got to put on here. First, hey, some people like a little lemon on it. I'll just take a little wedge. I'll put it on the side like that. And then I have here some nutritional yeast. Hey, it's like Parmesan cheese, but it's vegan. Sprinkle a little on top. There you go. Hey, that's a beautiful dinner. Check that out. Wonderful. Hey, if you like this recipe, you know what else you might like to try? Eggplant meatballs. Also, good way to stretch your food dollar. And delicious recipe. Very easy. You can make it, I promise. Serve with some pasta. Very nice. I'll see you there.